Hello and welcome to Chapter 15 of the Advanced Management Information System. And this is about managing international information system. Globalization and technological advancement plays a huge role in the growth of businesses worldwide. Let's take Apple Corporation for example. We all thought that the iPhone product is actually manufactured and produced in the United States alone. Little did we know that their production is actually sourced in China. They also source their flash memory applicators and processors from South Korea. They source their accelerometer and the gyroscope from Italy and France. They source their electronic compass from Japan. They source their chips for data and pulse in Germany. They source their HD display panel from South Korea, which makes it an international Apple iPhone's global supply chain. Let's pause for a while and imagine that Apple Corporation is unable to synchronize all those business operations and reportings. That could be catastrophic for the business. Obviously, that would be very dangerous for the business and it will also harm their brand image. And so, to address the foreseeable crisis, the business, Apple Corporation, should consider the business challenges, and that includes the global footprint, and it should consider to disparate the local business processes, system, and data. Knowing that, the business management should also design a global strategy and business model. The organization should also globalize business processes and reporting, and also regional shared service centers. The company should also consider using technologies such as ERP and GRC process controls. Putting all those things together, the company should establish its information system. That includes the global ERP system to support global businesses, processes, and reporting, and also global process control system, which is to streamline and standardize process controls and business rules globally. Afterwards, the business should develop its business solutions. This includes increasing efficiency, reducing costs, and increasing revenue for the business. But that is not the end of it. After the business has formulated its solutions, all the outcomes should also be part of another loop of consideration. So those outputs would be the input for another round of assessment for the business challenges, and the cycle continues. Now let's talk about the international information systems architecture. This includes the global environment, specifically the business drivers and challenges. It has the corporate global strategies, the organization structure, the management and business processes, and also the technological platform. In considering the business drivers and challenges, a business driver is an external factor to which an organization must adapt and which shapes the course of the organization. The business has to pay close attention to the barriers or unfavorable conditions that result in the management difficulties. For the corporate global strategies, think of a corporate strategy for competing in the worldwide environment. This includes concentrating on domestic rivalry, selling internationally from a domestic foundation, or arranging a worldwide manufacturing and distribution. The organization structure involves organizing the company to implement the strategy. Specifically, it includes the location for the operation, the marketing, accounting, production, and administration. This also includes person in charge of the operation. The management and business process is where the management problems involved in putting your strategy into practice and bringing the organizational design to life must be accounted. Of course, the design of business procedures will be crucial in this case. And of course, the technology platform comes last. This means that the corporate strategy and organizational structure should be put in place before you could consider making informed decisions regarding the technology. Now let's talk about business drivers and challenges. This could fall anywhere between the general cultural factors and the specific business factors. The challenges or the general cultural factors could either be global communication and transportation technologies, development of global culture, emergence of global social norms, political stability, and global knowledge base could actually affect the business drivers such as global markets, global production and operations, global coordination, global workforce, and global economies of scale. Now let's talk about the challenges and obstacles to business systems. Regionalism, nationalism, and language differences all contribute to the cultural particularism. The brand name expectation and work hours contribute to the social expectations. Transborder data and privacy laws, commercial regulations all contribute to the particular laws, and these are all on a global scale. On the other hand, different electronic data interchange, Email and telecommunication standards contribute to the standards of business systems. Phone networks not uniformly reliable affects the reliability of business systems. Different data transfer speeds, where some countries may have lower speeds than the United States, would affect, of course, the speed of the systems. And also, the shortages of skilled consultants would actually affect the personnel or the manpower complement. And these are all under the specific challenges and obstacles to the global businesses. Now let's talk about the global business strategy and structure. Now this includes business functions such as production, finance and accounting, sales and marketing, human resources, and strategic management. In the global business strategy and structure, the determination of the domestic exporter is first on the list. The domestic exporter strategy is characterized by heavy centralization of corporate activities in the home country of origin. Next up, the multinational strategy concentrates financial management and control out of a central home base while decentralizing production, sales, and marketing operations to units in other countries. In consideration of the franchisor, the product is created, designed, financed, and initially produced in the home country, but for the product specific reasons, must rely heavily on foreign personnel for further production, marketing, and human resources. In its classification, transnational firms are the stateless, truly global, managed firms that may represent a larger part of the international business in the future. They instead have their many regional headquarters and perhaps a world headquarters. As can be seen, domestic exporters tend to have highly centralized systems in which single domestic systems for development staff develops worldwide applications. Multinational systems offer a direct and striking contrast. Here, foreign units devise their own system solutions based on local needs with few, if any, applications in common with headquarters. Franchisors have the simplest system structure. Like the picture, the products they sell, franchisors develop a single system, usually at the home base, and then replicate it around the world. Each unit, no matter where it is located, has identical applications. Last, the most ambitious form of systems development is found in transnational firms. Network systems are those in which there is solid, singular global environment for development of operation systems or operating systems. This usually presupposes a powerful telecommunications backbone, a culture of shared applications development, and a shared management culture that crosses cultural barriers. The network system structure is one of the most visible in financial services, where the homogeneity of the product, the money, and money instruments seem to overcome the cultural barriers. In consideration of the concepts which we have discussed, how then should a company set up shop to conduct business internationally? First, the company should establish a system of comparative advantage for organizing value-adding activities. For instance, it is better to position marketing and sales operations where they may have the greatest influence at the lowest cost. The same goes for production, finance, human resources, and information systems. Secondly, the company should create and run systems units at the regional, national, and international levels of company operations. There should be host nation systems unit of a certain size to meet local needs. Regional systems unit should manage international telecommunication systems development that occurs inside significant geographic locations. To link up important regional areas and coordinate the growth of global telecommunications and systems development, transnational systems unit should be developed. And that concludes the first half of the report in the Managing International Information System. Thank you very much for listening and have a good day.